Hi, I know that you have been in some kind of situation where you seem to have high energy with people, but at the same time, even with the same people, you seem to be have low energy in some other times. You feel like so much confusing, like, oh, why can't I have the same kind of energy, same kind of vibe that I used to put on the beginning, but I can't do it now. Why it is? And let me tell you straight, you can't able to have the same kind of energy every time. But you can increase the threshold capacity of it and you can choose that to use the same kind of energy, that high energy possibly. You can just keep it in reserve and use it in the situations which it matters the most. For example, recording a YouTube video like this, or for example, by anywhere that you want to do like in some kind of better giving an higher energy than you do normally. For example, it can be on the stage talking to people, taking a class seminar, or can be similar to the. Okay, now I'm going to give you some specific tips and tricks that you can apply on a day-to-day life to improve your threshold energy. The first one is social lubrication. What I mean by this is most of us just go out and try to speak directly. If I just come to the camera and just directly try to speak, I can't be in the smooth of talking. I can't be able to talk smoothly. If I just woke up and just try to talk, I will be like, so in this video, sorry, I will talk like that. I will definitely talk like that, like in stupider way. You can watch my previous videos, my oldest ones. I will be talking like this. So that is the reason, cause if you just woke up, you haven't even talked with some people during the day before the main event for a particular thing. For example, for this, let's take an overflow of a seminar. You are going to take a seminar in your university, so you want some higher energy. You want it. But if you just go up on the stage and talk without even practicing or without even talking with people in the first thing, you'll be so much worse while talking on the stage. You'll be so much worse in performing. So, what is social lubrication is? You have to go and talk with people like it's a warm up before a workout. You have to first warm yourself up. You have to regularly talk with some people. For example, if you are going to take the seminar in the university, when you are traveling in the bus, you can talk with the people, you can talk with your friends, and come to the vibe as soon as possible. And that is why I advise you to talk with nearly many people as possible. So if you have many connections, you can talk with them freely without even having the cold approach thing. You don't have to start it from the beginning. It is better to have connections in reserve. It is better to have that firsthand without having to just do it while in the need of it. You can do it before you need it. So you can just go and talk with them. It make you warm yourself up, and when the time actually comes up for the seminar, you can perform decently with the higher most energy. So it is most like an warm up before a workout. So that is what social lubrication is. And I tell you truly, it is truly such an amazing tactic that I used, and it truly such an wonderful results. You have to definitely do this. And the second thing is the thing that I preach in nearly almost every of my videos. That is, you make sure your health triangle is in the right way. You have to make sure that you are eating well, sleeping well, and also exercising well. If you aren't doing those, you don't expect yourself to have energy. If you don't have energy, how you can even give the energy out to the people? So it is very much important that you take care of yourself. You have to sleep at least for 7 to 8 hours of sleep is minimum need, and you have to eat good foods and just don't eat a lot of junk foods and don't eat minimum calories. Okay, and exercise at least for minimum. At least do a bad minimum cardio. Even cardio workouts are mainly for girls. I tell you, you have to do those cardio workouts, including training workouts. You're just not at all doing any kind of it. You're so much worse than any human being, possibly. Okay, now the third red, and this is when sometimes the things get trickier. But most of the people just tend to avoid this thing. That is, be willing to play for. You have to be just more willing to be playful with the people. If you aren't being playful with them, you can't have to express your energy properly. There are a lot of hesitations if you already keep in mind, "No, I shouldn't be playful with here, I should be so much I shouldn't be like that. I should be talking a much more deeper voice. I shouldn't be doing any kind of thing like that." If you just keep on thinking like that, you're just resisting yourself from expressing you. For to express your higher energy, you need to be willing to be playful, and that is how you can able to just talk, or you can even smile happily without even forcing it. You can just able to smile without faking it for the camera or faking it for anyone. You can just, if you're just willing to be playful, you can smile, you can do whatever the things that you wanted to do without resisting yourself. Mostly, if you always wanted to be, "No, I need to be more serious in this situation. I shouldn't talk like that. What if they think like I was a cringe one, so I shouldn't make any jokes?" That is the main thing that resists you from doing many kind of activities. And because of these restrictions, you tend to seem have less energy because you can't able to express the energy that you have naturally. So the third is the most best advice. You need to be willing to be playful, and that is how the things go smoother without you have to forcing anything. You can just be more playful, and those are the three tricks. Let me tell you once again. The first one is social lubrication. Just warm. It is like a warm up before a workout. You have to just warm up with some other people before doing the main thing. And the second one is make sure your health triangle is very much good. And the third thing is just be willing to be more playful when you are having a conversation with anyone. And that is how you can be able to succeed in the things that you want to be. You can be much more freer, natural. That is the most important thing. And you can check my course, which is linked in the description, for much more advanced tips and tricks with much more practical with much more practical example with lot of stories and everything. I forgot to put your story in this, but you can get my point right. But you need to follow these three things to make yourself be much more greater communication, and you can connect more with people. So see you later.